I'm excited to get into this episode. Like, I've been thinking about Bran the whole of last week. I missed the episode just because I was so busy. Like, I didn't have time. But, bro, I might even do episode 4 straight after this, bro. In fact, the intro, bro. Like, let me get to it.
Jory, you go with them.
Yes, my lord.
If you'd like to change into something more appropriate.
Look how he looked him up and down. You don't know drip. That's winter is coming couture, mate. Now this is a throne room, bro. Like, Winterfell needs to step up, bro. Like, that shit looked toe up.
Thank the gods you're here, Stark. And we had some stern
Smart
northern
mouth
leadership.
prick.
Glad to see you're protecting the throne.
Steady old thing. How many king's asses have polished it, I wonder? And what's the line? The king shits and
I know a witty comeback hates to see him coming.
Some armor.
But I'm gonna give it to him though. The armor is raw. Yuck. Quite greedy that.
I have a knack for
And I know he's a sick fighter. I know it.
Must be strange for you, coming into this room. It was very brave, your brother, and your father too. He didn't deserve to die like that.
Why is he bringing this
Nobody
up?
deserves to die like that.
But you just stood there and watched.
500 men just stood there and watched. All the great knights of the Seven Kingdoms. You think anyone said a word, lifted a finger? No, Lord Stark. 500 men.
It seems a bit cruel to bring this up now, because I'm sure it's a bit of trauma
Except
for
for
men.
the screams, of course. And the Mad King laughing. And later, when I watched the Mad King die, I remembered him laughing as your father burned. It felt like justice.
Is that what you tell yourself at night? You're a servant of justice. That you were avenging my father when you shoved your sword in Aerys Targaryen's back.
Tell me, if I stabbed the Mad King in the belly instead of the back, would you admire me more?
You served him well. When serving was safe.
He knows that Ned doesn't respect him. See that look on his face like he got slapped.
I
don't trust him already.
Your troubles on
He's
the King's
bold.
Road.
I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well.
How
All
many
too well.
brothers?
I still carry a
bro?
token
Another
of his
one?
esteem, from navel to collarbone.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man
How
to
are
duel
you
with.
still
But it
alive?
wasn't the man
What the
that I chose,
flip?
my lord. It was Catelyn Tully.
Should we begin?
Without the king.
Winter may be coming, but I'm afraid the same cannot be said for my brother.
He kind of ate.
His Grace
kinda
has
ate that.
many cares. He entrusts some small matters to us.
I don't
that
trust
we
him.
might lighten the
Something about him
We are
doesn't
the
sit right
lords
in my
of small
spirit.
matters here. We already owe Lord Tywin 3 million gold. What's another 80,000?
Are you telling me the crown is 3 million in debt?
I'm telling you the crown is 6 million in debt.
I will not believe John Arryn allowed Robert to bankrupt the realm.
Lord Arryn gave wise and prudent advice, but I fear His Grace doesn't always listen.
Counting coppers, he calls it.
King might be a shit king, Loki.
I'll speak to him tomorrow.
He might be a shit king.
This tournament is an extravagance we cannot afford.
As you will, but still, we'd best make our plans.
There will be no plans until I speak to Robert.
That's my hand of the king, right there. Set pace. Are they gonna walk him like a dog?
Forgive me, my lords.
Don't backtrack, bro.
I had a long ride.
Bruh.
Ow,
Bro,
please, it's
is
nearly
that why he
healed.
was screaming last episode?
It's ugly.
A king should have scars. You fought off a direwolf. You're a warrior, like your father.
I'm not like him. I didn't fight off anything, and the two Stark girls sword, both of them.
That's not true.
So now you want to tell the
You
truth.
killed the beast. You only spared the girl because of the love your father bears her father.
Is she alright?
When Aerys Targaryen sat on the Iron Throne, your father was a rebel and a traitor. Someday,
Whoever's in
you'll sit
power
on the throne and
controls
the
the
truth will be what
narrative.
you make it.
She is clever, but that's not really
Do I have to marry her?
a good thing to
Yes.
kind of teach a child, if you get what I'm trying to say.
She's very beautiful and young. And if you don't like her, you only need to see her on formal occasions and when the time comes to make little princes and princesses. And if you'd rather fuck painted whores, you'll fuck painted whores.
What?
And if you'd rather lie with noble virgins, so be it. You are my darling boy, and the world will be exactly as you want
What
it
is
to
a
be.
noble virgin? What is a painted whore? She's a bad mother.
Do something nice with
What
the
is
Stark.
even going on right now?
I don't want to.
No, but you will.
She is weird.
The occasional kindness will spare you all sorts
I
of
mean,
trouble.
to be fair,
down
she
the road.
sleeps with her brother. What was I even
We
expecting?
allow the Northerners too much power. They consider themselves our equals. Them to supply 10,000 men to the Royal Army.
The Royal Army.
Why should every lord command his own men? It's primitive. No better than the hill tribes, we should have a standing army of men loyal to the crown, trained by experienced soldiers instead of a mob of peasants who've never held pikes in their lives.
And if the Northerners rebel?
I'd crush them.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
These 10,000 Northern troops, would they fight for you or their lord?
For me, I'm their king.
But you've just invaded their homeland. Asked them to kill their brothers.
I'm not asking.
Okay.
The North cannot be held. Not by an outsider.
Didn't he get beat up by a little girl and her dog
When
like
the winter
last
comes, the
episode?
seven
bro?
gods together couldn't save you and your royal army. A good king knows when to save his strength. Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
See, this isn't how you raise a productive member of society.
I'm practicing.
Practicing for what?
The prince.
I stop.
He's a liar and a coward.
I like
He
this
killed
girl.
my friend.
The hound killed your friend.
The hound
She's
does whatever the
hilarious.
prince tells him to do.
You're an idiot.
You're a liar, and if you told the truth, Micah would be alive.
Enough.
I mean, Arya didn't tell a lie.
What's happening here?
Aya would rather act like a beast than a lady.
Can this nun off, bro?
Go to your room. We'll speak later.
Who even is she?
I haven't played with dolls since I was 8. May I be excused?
Oh, you've barely eaten a thing.
Yeah, she's still angry about Lady,
alright.
and she's misplacing the anger on the father. But to be fair, he did kill the dog, so it's not necessarily misplacing the anger, but...
Whoa. I know this maker's mark. This is Micken's work. Where did you get this?
Micken?
This is no toy.
I asked Micah to practice with me. I asked him. It was my fault.
Oh, sweet
She
girl.
feels
No,
guilty.
no. You didn't kill the butcher's
Yeah,
boy.
I feel for her still. I feel like the dad knows that
hate them.
she's telling the truth.
I hate all of them. The Hound, the Queen and the King, and Joffrey and Sansa.
Sansa will be married to Joffrey someday.
Verbatim what I
She
said.
cannot betray him.
Hey, bro, like
She
it,
must take his
like
side,
it makes
even
sense.
when he's wrong.
Exactly.
But how can you let her marry someone like that?
Why is this little girl asking the real questions, though?
You're a Stark of Winterfell. You know our words. And winter is truly coming. And in the winter, we must protect ourselves. Look after one another. But I won't lie to you either. We've come to a dangerous place.
Whose granny is this, bro?
Those were always your favorites.
I need them to explain how he
Oh,
doesn't
my
have
sweet
brain
summer
damage,
child.
bro.
What do you know?
And can someone explain what that sweet summer child thing means in the comments?
Fear
Like,
is for the winter.
I see that a lot,
when
but
the snows fall
I generally
100
don't know
feet
what that
deep.
means.
Fear is for the long night, when the sun hides for years, and children are born and live and die, all in darkness. That is the time for fear, my little lord, when the White Walkers move through the woods. Thousands of years ago, there came a night that lasted a generation. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts. And
Granny,
women
chill.
smothered their babies rather than see them starve, and wept, and felt the tears freeze on their cheeks. So is this the sort of story that you like? In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time. They swept through cities and kingdoms, riding their dead horses, hunting
Alright,
with their
Granny,
packs
chill,
of
bro.
pale spiders, big as hounds.
How do you feel?
Has he told them? Like, can they get to the crux of the
Still
map?
don't remember anything?
I knew he wouldn't remember. I knew he wouldn't remember.
I've seen you climb 1,000 times.
It's true, isn't it? What Maester Lewin says about my legs.
Oh, so he's crippled. Because of the way he fell, I thought he was hitting his head first. So I didn't even consider that his legs could be taken out of the equation.
I'd rather be dead.
Don't ever say that.
I'd rather be dead.
I feel for him, man. As someone who's very active, like, for him, like, he climbs and that's probably one of the worst things that could happen.
Cats.
Oh, so she knows him as well.
Upstairs.
You little worm! You take me for some back alley Sally. You can
Back
drag
alley
into a...
Sally is crazy.
How did you know I was coming?
Knowledge is my trade, my lady. Did you bring the dagger with you by any chance? They whisper to me the strangest
Oh, is he
stories.
psychic? Or like prescient?
Valerian steel.
Do you know whose dagger this is?
I must admit I do not.
So much for your little birds, mate. Yeah.
Well, well, this is an historic day. Something you don't know that I do. There's only one dagger like this in all of the Seven Kingdoms. It's mine.
And the plot thickens.
At least it was, until the tournament on Prince Joffrey's last name day. I bet on Sir Jaime in the jousting, as any sane man would, when the Knight of the Flowers unseated him. I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister, the imp.
Last episode, they made a point that the imp's contribution to his family is his mind. He's clever. He has that sort of cunning about him, innit? Because he can't physically fight. So that makes sense that he's probably like the family cleaner. Any mess, he cleans up. And we know that he knew from the breakfast table, innit? Let them get up, John. Like, come on, bro.
Well, Lord Snow, it appears you're the least useless
He
person
worked
here.
all of them.
Go clean yourselves up. There's only so much I can stomach in a day.
Lord Stark. I meant...
Can somebody get my grandpa a pension? A retirement plan? This is elder abuse, bro.
A raven from Winterfell.
I know he's not a single day under 150.
Good news?
My wife is in Winterfell.
Is she?
What? What do you mean, is she? And walk off mysteriously? What the f? Just tell me where she is, bro.
You're a funny
Wait,
man.
I'm confused. Why is he choking him?
A very funny man.
Ned!
He's a bit of a wimp, though. He got choked with one hand.
Broke my nose, bastard.
Your nose looks the same, bro.
It's an improvement.
Threw you over the wall. I wonder how long it'd take you to hit.
What you looking at, Halfman?
Ooh, Halfman.
I'm looking at you.
I'm telling you guys, the names that they
Yes.
come up with in this show are crazy.
You've got very distinctive faces. All of you.
And what do you care about our faces?
It's just, I think they would look marvelous decorating spikes in King's Landing. Perhaps I'll write to my sister, the Queen, about it.
Oh, pulled rank.
Everybody knew what this place was, and no one told me.
That is actually so foul. Like, he's basically in prison, but everyone kind of sold this to him as like a prestigious society. So now he's just with a bunch of criminals doing God knows what. And his dad, his uncle, everyone literally told him the Starks have served for 1,000 years. Come to find it's a bunch of rapists and criminals, bro.
Your brother Bran has woken up.
Hey, you can't read my mail. That's illegal,
The mere
bro.
suggestion that the Queen's brother tried to kill your boy would be considered treason,
We have proof. We have the blade.
which Lord Tyrion will say was stolen from him. The only man who could say otherwise has no throat, thanks to your boy's wolf.
Peter has promised to help us find the truth. He's like a little brother.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Brothers
He would never betray my trust.
I'll try to keep you alive, for her sake. A fool's task, admittedly, but I've never been able to refuse your wife anything.
I won't forget this. You're a true friend.
Oof,
Don't
that's
tell
another
anyone.
stab to the heart.
I have a reputation to maintain.
What has the boy told them?
Nothing. He said nothing. He remembers nothing.
Then what are you raving about?
What if it comes back to him?
Yeah, like he's a
He
bit
tells
too
his
chill.
father what he saw.
We'll say he was lying. We'll say he was dreaming. We'll say whatever we like. I think we can outfox a 10-year-old.
And my husband.
I'll go to war with them if I have to. They can write a ballad about us. The war for Cersei's coming.
These
Let me
two,
go.
If they have sex after this, she's getting freaked out. They're both getting freaked out.
And if he does, I'll kill him. Him, Ned Stark,
Whoa.
the king, the whole bloody lot of
So he's like a full-on supervillain. I thought he was just like a dickhead, but he's actually fully evil. And look at her, she's getting freaked out by this. She's getting turned on. Absolute freakazoids, bro.
That temper of yours is a dangerous thing.
My temper? Gods be good. You nearly killed poor little finger yesterday.
He still loves you.
I had an inkling that he might have been in, like, they might have been in a relationship before. From relationship to brothers, and it's crazy though. I like their relationship as well. They have like a good friendship on top of their marriage.
Now the Tarleys bend the knee like everyone else. He could have lingered on the edge of the battle with the smart boys, and today his wife would be making him miserable. His sons would be ingrates, and he'd be waking 3 times in the night to piss into a bowl of wine.
I think that story was more about him, if anything else. Lannister again.
Who named you?
How many of them
some
are there, bro?
half-wit with a stutter.
Lancel and his mom just catching strays
What are you
for
doing?
no reason. What's the king, like, what's happened to him?
Your Grace.
What do you mean it's empty?
There's no more wine.
Is that what empty means? So get more.
Okay, low-key, I'm on the king's side. If it's empty, get more, dickhead.
Tell your cousin to get in here. Kingslayer!
Oh, so they're cousins.
Get
as
in
well. I thought they
here.
were brothers. Kingslayer goes so unequivocally hard. That might be... No, Sir Ilan
Surrounded
Payne
by
still goes
Lannisters.
harder, though.
Every time I close my eyes, I see their blonde hair and their smug, satisfied faces.
So they all have
Rule
blonde
your
hair.
pride.
But the Targaryens kind of related to them in a little bit. Because they're like platinum
Jaime
blonde, innit?
Lannister, son of the mighty Tywin.
So Tywin is their
Forced to
father.
mind the door while your
And
king
that's who
eats
he
and
owes
drinks
6
and
mil
shits
to.
and fucks.
He doesn't know that he's a cock.
So
He's
come on.
literally his
We're telling
sister,
war
wife.
stories. Who was your first kill, not counting old men?
One of the outlaws in the Brotherhood.
You're only a squire, 16 years old.
You're outlaw. Any last words?
I cut his head off, so now.
What about Aerys Targaryen? What did the Mad King say?
Hold on,
when you
the
stabbed
armor
him in
they're
the
wearing
back?
is so greedy.
Never asked.
Burn them all.
He looks a bit like
That's all, Your Grace.
scared or something. I don't know. I can't read the expression on his face.
Did the Dothraki buy their slaves?
The Dothraki don't believe in money. Most of their slaves were given to them as gifts.
From whom?
If you rule a city and you see the horde approaching, you have 2 choices. Pay tribute or fight.
Oh my god. These people are actually
Tell them all to
savages,
stop.
bro.
You want the entire horde to stop? For how long?
Until I command them otherwise.
Ooh, that
You're
did
learning
things
to
to
talk
me.
like a queen.
Not a queen. A Khaleesi.
Big Khaleesi. Let them know. Let them blood clot know. Aye, the fit 10 out of 10. The hair 10 out of 10. Tommy, try not to glaze Daenerys challenge. Impossible. When they ask me, why do you watch Game of Thrones? For the plot.
You give commands to me.
Why is he tweaking?
To me.
Jack Frost, be calm.
You do not command the dragon. I am Lord of the Seven
Be calm,
Kingdoms.
girl, be calm.
I don't
Girl, be calm.
No. Take orders from savages or their
What is he
sons.
doing? Why is
Do
he
you
tweaking?
hear me?
Fuck around, find out. Four words, mate.
No.
4 words to live by.
Rakara say you should take ear to teach
Take it.
respect. Please don't hurt him.
She is married to their
I
leader,
don't
so
want
she's
my
more important
brother
than him.
harmed. Khaleesi vasalo memenem asisa.
Jack Frost, I told you, bro. You're out of the game, bro. You cooked it.
What? Kill these Dothraki dogs!
Oh, what's he gonna do?
I am your king!
Screaming you're a king 10 times a
Shall
day
we
doesn't
return to
make
the
you king,
Khalisar,
mate.
Khaleesi?
He just looks like a fucking muppet. Oh man, you just lost all your. Actually, he didn't even have any aura. He's a weirdo. That sudden realization that you're no longer in control is crazy, though.
You walk.
This guy's petty. He even said it in English as well. Look at his face! Yo! Jack Frost gonna kill me, bro. He's so dumb. Like, he's such an idiot. The wall is like low-key giving Attack on Titan. Like, it looks so ground. I can't even lie, his fit is kind of cold, no pun intended, but damn, I might rock that as well. Like, let me go to Winterfell, rock a little direwolf fur. Hey, no. The first thing I'm asking him is, why did you send me here when it's full of criminals? That must be beautiful to see live, though. I can only imagine.
To be here. When you saw it for the first time. I'm leaving this morning.
You're leaving?
I'm the first ranger. My job is out there. There have been disturbing reports.
What kind of reports?
Kind I don't want to believe.
I'm ready. I won't let you down.
You're not going. You're no ranger, John.
But I'm better than every
Better
other.
than no one. Here. A man gets what he earns. When he earns it.
He said no Nepo baby treatment.
You're joking.
And his brains, and his guts, his lungs, and his heart, all fried in his own fat. Well,
what?
When you're 100 miles north of the wall and you ate your last meal a week ago, you leave nothing for the wolves.
And how do a bear's balls taste?
Bit chewy. What about you, my lord? What's the strangest thing you've eaten?
Do Dornish girls count?
This whole family is freaked out, bro.
So,
Sickens.
you roam the Seven Kingdoms, collaring pickpockets and horse thieves and bringing them here as eager recruits.
Aye. Well, it's not all of them's done bad things. Some of them's just poor lads looking for steady feed. Some of them's high-born lads looking for glory.
Is that what we are, Lannister? An army of jesters in black.
We don't have enough men to be an army, and aside from Yoren here, none of you are particularly funny.
He kind of ate you up there.
I'll be providing you with some good stories to tell when you're back in King's Landing.
Listen, Benjen, may I call you Benjen?
Call me what you like.
I'm not sure what I've done to offend you. I have great admiration for the Night's Watch. I have great admiration for you as First Ranger.
You know, my brother once told me that nothing someone says before the word but really counts.
That's a bar. That's literally so true.
I don't believe that giants and ghouls and White
shit,
Walkers
there's
are
giants
lurking
and
beyond the wall.
ghouls and snow
I believe
demons.
that the only difference between us and the wildlings is that when that wall went up, our ancestors happened to live on the right side of it.
You're right. The wildlings are no different from us. A little rougher, maybe, but they're made of meat and bone. I know how to track them and I know how to kill them. It's not the wildlings giving me sleepless nights. You've never been north of the wall, so don't tell me what's out there.
He got you there.
I think he's starting to like me.
He doesn't take anything seriously. So, on my life, I just said a salam alaikum.
Jaka.
Is Dothraki just Arabic?
Ath Jahaka.
Oh,
What do you
hands
do?
off the merchandise,
When
girl.
was last time you bleed, Khaleesi?
Ah, she's preggers already.
You change, Khaleesi. Me ashasava vesulfun.
These Dothraki don't waste time. Blood Rider sounds so cold as well. Whoever's writing this shit, your pen is wicked, bro.
He still is. Man of great honor. And I betrayed him.
Allegra.
I like this girl so much, bro. She's so funny. She's like a little firecracker.
The Khaleesi have baby inside her.
Oh.
It is
He's
true.
supposed to tell them?
She does not bleed for 2 moons.
Why does he look worried about that? He looks concerned.
She does not want to eat horse.
I could just hold my sword out and let you do the work for me.
Yeah, get them right. Make friends.
The Night's Watch is the only thing standing between the realm and what lies beyond. And it has become an army of undisciplined boys and tired old men.
Bro's talking about
There
himself.
are less than 1,000 of us now. We can't man the other castles on the wall. We can't
Is he
properly
blind?
patrol the wilderness. We've barely enough resources to keep our lads armed and fed.
They have a blind elderly man working.
Side of the king.
That is crazy,
Tell
work,
her.
bro.
We need help.
They keep reminding us about these dragons every episode, bro. It's gonna come back around. If it doesn't hatch, you're edging me, bro. Sometimes I just be saying shit. I'm gonna get cancelled at some point, bro. These two are locked in.
It's either me or this cold. And
They formed a really nice friendship, which is really weird considering he tried to kill his brother as well.
I expect I will. Gods know there aren't many feather beds between here and King's Landing.
If you...
Yeah, he's gonna do more than that.
You are late, boy.
Also, he
Tomorrow
got
you
her
will be here at
teacher
midday.
for fighting.
Who are you?
Fairs.
Your dancing master, Sirio for...
It's too heavy.
It is heavy as it needs to be to make you strong.
You are not holding a battle axe. You are holding
a needle.
Why does she look like that? Look at her face, bro.
Just
oh
so.
my days.
All men are made of water. Do you know this? If you pierce them, the water leaks out.
It's blood, actually.
Now you will try to strike me.
Ooh, weave game crazy. It sounds like real swords now, innit? So he's probably worried that his daughter's gonna have to be in that type of situation, innit? At some point in her life. Well, he's having flashbacks